Hi everyone, my name is Sheila Willis and I live in Smith, Alberta, and I am speaking at the HERStory Conference Global Movement for Edmonton. My story starts as a young child. I was a PK, which could be interpreted as preacher's kid or poor kid. So as a result, I didn't always fit in with the groups, the whatever. There was also a lot of favoritism in the small town school that I went to. So it wasn't who you were, it was who you were related to, whether you got preferential treatment or not. So that basis kind of moved forward with my life being brought up by a ministerial family. I was also raised where everything was black and white. There were no gray areas. So when I left home after fighting with my parents, I believe I was either 16 or 17, my opinion of how to fit in with the world, which I'd never done before, was to go out and start partying. So I did. That was the way I led my early 20s. As a result, I also thought it was appropriate that I get married, so I did. But the man that I chose as my first husband, I had known him for 2 years, lived with him for 6 months, and the morning after we got married, he beat me to a pulp and said, "You signed the papers, I own you now." I thought, not likely. So that was also part of my story that's led me to this point. Another really major impact was that I went into a house party. Someone hit me over the head with a baseball bat. I ended up with a fractured skull. Of course, I was Superwoman, so I never went to a doctor. And it was probably about 8-9 years ago that I found out that I have post-concussive syndrome. So those days when things aren't quite working right and I need an extra nap, I suddenly became guilt-free because there was a reason for them. So that is just a part of my story, and I'm just welcoming the opportunity for people to come to this conference and share theirs. I think this is going to be a phenomenal thing for uplifting women and making those connections that can let us each embrace that power that's within us. Anyways, I hope to see you there.